Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. As you might be able to tell, the sun's not all the way up. So I got all these lights on. We're getting ready to pull out. We're doing a rare thing. We're dropping our trailer and bobtailing to our customer to pick up what is supposed to be a preloaded trailer at 7 a.m. We'll see. And I've got a mystery. I just looked over at the truck parked next to me. We have the same truck number. Shenanigans are afoot. We must figure out this mystery, Scooby-Doo. But I've got to get going. I'll get back with y'all in a bit. Come on, let's go for some trucking. Rock and Roll Trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today. Well, hello y'all. So I made it to my nice paying load this morning on time, right when I was supposed to. It was done, it was ready. I bobtailed in, didn't even have to drop, I was just gonna hook and go. Got over here, backed up under it, got out and started cranking the landing gear down, and I heard something go bing, and I heard a bunch of plastic fly, and I want you to look at this. The last airbag I had put on Tuesday at Love's, not even a week ago now. If you'll see that. There we go. See all these plastic fragments and stuff. Started letting the trailer down on it. And the plastic on it just exploded. I've been sitting here ever since. I got on the phone with Love's, the one closest here, because that was way out of town. Talked to them. They said they'd send somebody out, and they should be able to just slap it on there, no cost to me, warranty, repair, and everything. Sat here forever. Guy finally shows up. Looks at it for a minute. Looks at the stud that came out of it, and said, "Well, I don't have the nut for that. It's gone." Well, yeah, it's broke. He says that stud don't look like it's broke. It just looks like the nut was never there. Meanwhile, there's like a fragment of the threads left on it, so I don't have a lot of high confidence already. So he was here for 5 minutes, turned around, said he had to run to Truck Pro and get a nut. Truck Pro is, I looked on the map, a half mile from here, right across the street basically, and that was closing in on 30 minutes ago now. Still nobody back. And yeah, whatever in this universe is mad at me, I need it to let the grudge go, because this is getting a little old. This is getting a little old and ridiculous. I'd throw in the towel if I had the ability to throw in the towel, but I can't. I'm too financially attached to the towel to throw it in. So, I don't know. I'm stuck here indefinitely. The longer I sit here, the closer I'm getting in danger to that load not being able to be delivered today, which really screws me even more, screws my finances even more. Like, I don't know if this place didn't have the nut he needed or what, but nobody's even called me and said, "Hey, I gotta go do this or I gotta go do that." They just left me sitting here. I don't have his number, can't call him. He wasn't here long enough for me to even get a phone number from him. And there it is. Not even a week old. Those guys spent over 3 hours putting that thing on Tuesday. I should have known then and there was gonna be a problem with it. And here I sit. I don't know if they gave me a defective part or if they were just defective mechanics that did it wrong. All I know is not even a week old, and here I sit. No wrongdoing on my own once again. Just stuck. So this Monday is a true Monday. I always say I'm not going to trash talk Monday because it catches a lot of flack, but it catches a lot of flack for a reason apparently, because they just never seem to go right. Yeah, that's my story right now. Dead in the water again. Sitting here at the mercy of a mobile mechanic. So I'm going to go continue to pace, and I'll talk to y'all again here in a little while. Who knows when it'll be. Y'all be good. Have a better day than I'm having.
And hours later, we're on the road. The mechanic, he went to go get the proper nut for the stud that holds the airbag in, and the Truck Pro a half mile away didn't have it. So he had to go all the way back to their shop in Calhoun, Georgia, and the service manager was supposed to call me and let me know what was going on, and nobody called me, so I had no idea what was going on. he finally showed back up, and he was a proper mechanic and had the whole bag changed out in about 20-25 minutes, like they should be changed out, rather than the 3 hours they took down there at that one in Mississippi, only to have it explode through the bottom of me. So this guy at least knew what he was doing. He got it done, he got me going, and I've got roughly 30 minutes to spare to still try and get this load there, and barring any more disasters, I think I can still get this load delivered. I don't like to even say anything like that anymore, because my luck just has a way of not cooperating. So I'm just gonna say I'm on the road now, and I'm hoping for the best. That, man, it's hard to find a shop that just can take care of things and has all the proper things on hand anymore. We'll just say that. The guy knew what he was doing. He knew he was good at changing out the part. It just wasn't set up for success with all of the stuff he needed to do it right from the beginning. And that one down in Mississippi that changed the bag the first time, don't even get me started on them. The good thing is, they changed it, let me go, not a dime out of my pocket. They completely covered it, so at least it cost me time, but it did not cost me any more money out of my pocket. So there's that very, very, very minute small win today. I guess that's a little more than a small win, I suppose, because that would have been $350 more plus the cost of the road service call that time. But yeah, once I get my money underway here, once everything is back fully on track, I'm going to be installing myself a storage box on like a stainless steel storage box of some sort, lockable toolbox out on the catwalk there, and lockable, and I'm going to start stocking up on parts, spare airbag, get me a good portable cordless impact wrench and some things like that, where I can stuff a little bit more than just crescent wrenches and screwdrivers and stuff. You can do a lot with that and the socket set and everything, but from what I saw watching all three of these airbags change this week, these ended up being boogers and required a little bit more heavy duty tools. I'm definitely going to be stocking up on some things once money allows it. I'm going to make sure I am way more prepared. I'm going to make sure I'm overly prepared for things that probably won't happen but might, because I didn't think any of this would happen, and it did, and I got left hung out to dry, and I am not a fan of getting left hung out to dry. So as I knew that there's certain things that I needed to have, but I didn't expect I'd need all that much of it all at once. So I count myself slightly underprepared, and here coming up in the future when things are better, I'm going to get myself not unprepared. I'm going to carry a few things for a little more hefty, heavy-duty jobs. I was talking to my buddy Dan there earlier, and he brought up some fair points that it's probably not even a stupid idea to, if you're going to carry an airbag, why not, maybe you might not use it forever, but you'll have it when you need it. Carry toss a spare alternator in the box there, possibly even a starter. Have these things on hand, some of the stuff that is possible to change on your own if you've got the part, and then even if you run into trouble with getting the part off, you'll have it there, if somebody comes along and has to at least, change it out for you. That's not stupid. Everybody knows you need to carry extra Glad hand seals and spare bulbs, fuses, a few hand tools, all that stuff, but that was a very much of a wake-up call to tell me that when it's at all possible, I need to stock up on, just for emergency situations, some more heavy-duty, bigger stuff for just bad situations. Yeah, that's a live and learn. Things I kind of already knew, but just had not gotten around to it, and you never expect something like I had this morning to happen, where a freshly installed, less than a week old part just literally blows, like basically explodes right in front of your face. I'm glad after looking at how far out, it blew pieces of that plastic, that ABS plastic out, 10, 12 feet behind the truck and out the side of the trailer. I'm lucky it blew towards, all the plastic and shrapnel blew out towards the passenger side of the truck, luckily, instead of the side that I was on where I was cranking the landing gear down. That stuff would have cut my legs open had it hit me. I mean, it exploded with a pretty good force and left some really big chunks of shrapnel and went really far. So, I mean, it was not playing. So, got lucky there, I suppose. And I didn't have to suffer the big thunderous boom because it was just the plastic frame and base that exploded rather than actual airbag itself. So I didn't go deaf in the process, so that's good. But yeah, that was a continuation of my good run of luck there. Yeah. What a Monday. Heck of a way to start it off, that's for sure. But we're on our way. We got to get a quick splash of fuel. I got to do that with lightning quick accuracy and speed because I got to get this load up and over Mont Eagle, down the other side and over to Smyrna, Tennessee, and hope that Chattanooga doesn't do its usual ignorant for no good reason traffic jam up here. Yeah. But for now, I'm going to drive with a vengeance. Try not to scare y'all. Y'all stay put. I'll pick y'all back up again here in a little while. We'll see what happens and where I end up and how it goes. Wish me good luck. Send me good vibes. I apparently need them all the time these days. I need some of that good mojo. If y'all have got any of that good luck out there, if you know where they sell good luck, send me the number to your sales rep because I need some of that. But yeah, I'll catch back up with y'all here in a little while. Be good until I get back. Oh, looky here, people. You see the truck a-rocking? You see the truck a-rocking? Means they're unloading it. Means I made it on time. 5 minutes to spare. I got here, people. I splashed some fuel. I grabbed me a big old cold drink and a bag of tater chips, and I said, zoom, zoom. I got her up over the mountain and back down the other side. Got myself through Manchester and Murfreesboro, and here we are in Smyrna. We're unloading this carpet. I pulled around in their little circular drive here, and they immediately came out to the docks there and took my paperwork, and about 5 minutes later they started hopping on it. So they were wanting their product and I was wanting it off, so it was a perfect mutual agreement. They wanted something, I brought it to them, and they took it. Kind of the name of the game, ain't it? Yeah, no waiting, they grabbed it. We made it through that emergency situation this morning. That was not cool. It got us within 5 minutes of having the day all jacked up. But we salvaged it, right? Yeah, we fought through it. Loves did the right thing. Didn't charge me anything for that repair. All is well in Trucksterville for the moment. No harm, no foul. Well, yeah, there was a harm and a foul, but we'll let that one go. Ain't no sense in staying mad about it. It all ended up proper in the end, so can't stew on it. I did pretty well, actually. That is a situation that would traditionally just throw me into a tizzy tailspin, and I kept my cool very well. I was not a jerk to anybody on the phone. I didn't crawl back in the sleeper and scream and cry and kick my feet. When the mechanic came, I didn't get mad at him. I just let it go, I let it flow, and it got fixed, and here we are. All isn't perfect. I've still got things that need to be done, still got things that need to be fixed, but I feel like I contained myself in that situation pretty well, overcame that obstacle, and here we are. And then I got an email from a former company there that I left last month, JRV, contacted me to let me know they're ready to release my escrow payment, which I was expecting that to take a lot longer and be a lot more of a fuss, so tip my hat to the accounting department there. That was one I got along very well with the accounting department there. They were very nice and polite to me, and I've always been very cordial and polite to them, and we've always exchanged pleasantries, and they're taking care of me and getting that back to me this week, and it can't come at a better time because I need it. I need it. I kept my cool today, and I think the universe rewarded me with throwing those wheels in motion a little bit quicker. So, winter chicken dinner for today. I can get some stuff taken care of I needed to get taken care of. So yes, hectic day, not all at a complete loss. I just got a message, I think, offering me a load there, so I'm going to let you guys go for a second and see what that's all about. And I'll get back with y'all here in a bit. I'll let you know what we're doing. Let you know where you're going with me. Talk to y'all in a few. Well, hello, y'all. I'm sitting still. You can see the way the sun is shining on my face. It must be that time of the evening where it's going down. I made it back to Chattanooga, picking up a Coca-Cola load. I had an 8 o'clock appointment. I got checked in, I tried to check in at like 10 after 7, and they sent me right back to my truck. They're going to play the game of waiting right down to the minute of 8 o'clock, I suppose. And pretty much going to have to find me somewhere to sleep right here close by in the same damn town that I live in. Because it's not really going to be worth going home, and Aaron's not going to want to have to get out tonight to come get me. And I don't want to drive all the way to Ringgold and park the truck and drop the trailer and bobtail home and get back up real early and bobtail back to the truck. And it's going to be a whole ordeal to attempt to go home off of this load. So probably not gonna. No big deal. We're going to get up real early with it, take it down to Montgomery, Alabama, get it off, and then we're going to run over to Andalusia, Alabama, and swap out for a preloaded trailer that comes right back up here to Dalton, Georgia. Maybe we'll see Mama then. We'll see what we can do there. But then, supposedly after that, I'll be getting that off, and then on the yard, there will be another preloaded trailer at our drop lot that's supposed to go to Charleston, South Carolina. So as of right now, we've got the next few days lined up. Decent money, not great money. So I had this deadhead back to Chattanooga. That kind of puts a little squash on it. And then got somewhat of a deadhead from Montgomery to Andalusia, but nothing too bad. Not great rates, but not terrible. Definitely above what a lot of people are getting. It would still, in times past, it would still definitely qualify as cheap freight, but right now it's actually pretty good freight. Some of it's not bad. Some of it's pretty decent rate. Some of it's not, not great. But again, for right now, it's pretty good rates. This market's pitiful, and unless y'all are out there running specialized stuff or, just full-blown dedicated or whatnot, unless you got a special deal going on and got contract freight or something like that, y'all can tell me you're doing all these amazing numbers all you want. The data and statistics and facts would argue with you right now. I know some of you are doing real good off of certain things, but just regular, plain flat out here running common freight, you're dealing with what the rest of us are dealing with. I know it, you know it. You can puff your chest up all you want. If you're out here running anything other than contract freight or specialized stuff, you're in the same boat. You know what I'm talking about when I say it's not great, but for right now it's pretty good. It is what it is. We'll survive off of it until things get better. That we will do. I vow to do so. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'll basically be calling it a night here, and you're not allowed to overnight here at this Coca-Cola place, so I'm gonna have to exercise that personal conveyance, to get off their property. No problem there. We'll find us a place somewhere within a few miles where we can rest our weary heads for a few hours. No big deal. And then we'll get back at it. We got a full day mapped out for tomorrow already ahead of time. It's kind of nice. This is the first time they've had me lined up for multiple days in a row where, I know what I'm doing for the next several days. So I like that. I'd like it if there's a lot more money involved, but it'll add up by the time we get to the end of the pay period. Yeah, I'm going to chill out for a few minutes though and wait for this last 20-25 minutes to go by before I go back and try and get a door again. Y'all be good till I get back. We'll see you in a little while when we find us a place to park. Oh, people. I'm tired, everybody. I'm tired. We just about 20 minutes ago got done at Coca-Cola. We had to go find us a parking spot. We're right over here, just basically right outside of, basically still in Chattanooga. Really close to home. We're having to finagle with our hours a bit and all of that stuff. And I already had our brakes started and we couldn't stay there, so we had to personal convey off. So by the time we got out of there and would have been able to have gotten home and everything, and with the time we'd had to have gotten back up to get back to the truck to get the clock fired back up and moving again, it just wasn't going to amount to anything but going home, sleeping, getting right back up a few hours later. It was going to entail a couple of trips back and forth and having to make Aaron get up, and I just didn't want to be an inconvenience. So we're just going to sleep in the truck, hop up early in the morning and take off to Montgomery. We're done for the day. I didn't really listen to any music today. I don't really listen to my podcast today, so I don't really have anything to talk about for music today. But on the subject of, music, I'm going to be doing some actual rock and roll, trucker rock and rolling here inside the truck here in a few days, once I have time to set my stuff up and work on the song a little more. I'm going to play bass on a cover song project. I've got a friend with a studio from back home around Tullahoma, Tennessee. Shout out to Dave Summers in Studio D. And this is about the time of the year where he starts firing up his what he calls the Studio D orchestra, and he just rounds up all of his musician friends and picks out just oddball cover songs, and produces them, and he plays a bunch of the stuff on there and programs out the drums and puts them all together and is the ringleader of it. And he's an excellent producer in the studio, and they always come out sounding golden. Always be different bass players, different guitar players, different vocalists, all kinds of different songs and stuff. And a bunch of us, one of our favorite bands from back in the day is a band called Snot, and we did one of their covers last year, a year and a half ago. Turned out fantastic. Mr. Brandon Lutz on the vocals. He really channeled the oddball wild vocals of Lynn Strait on that song, and looks like we're gonna work up another one. I've got some of the basic tracks done and send it over to me, and I brought my laptop and my recording interface and one of my basses here in the truck with me, and we're gonna record my track here in the truck in the sleeper. I'm gonna be the first person, to my knowledge, the first person to be on a Studio D project that has recorded their track from the back of an 18-wheeler. So, yeah, I don't have any musical recommendation for you today. Well, go check out Snot. Do that. Familiarize yourself with their one great album from before their vocalist tragically passed away. Check out Snot. Get some. Yeah. I'll be documenting that on one of these videos at some point coming up. Whenever I get it all set up and get the song down pat and all, do a little bit of documentating on that there. Get some of that on video. Yeah, we're pretty much done for the day. It's time to edit this video up, call her quits, put a fresh clean sheets on the bed, and go to sleep for a few hours. I'm tired. I was outside a bunch today when they were waiting on them to do that repair and everything today, and it's man, the humidity was out of control over here today. Like there was heat index warnings around northern Georgia and everything today around where I was at, and it's out of control. It was out of control over in Chattanooga too. Rough. But worn out. I'm gonna clean myself up and go to bed. I'm gonna get off of here, get up and do it again. Take you on a ride with me. We'll go to Montgomery tomorrow, then Andalusia, Alabama, and start working our way back up this way to Dalton, Georgia. And then after that, Charleston, South Carolina. The next few days are lined up, like I said. I'm going to go rest up so I can take you guys on a good journey with me. Whatever it is, wherever you're at, nighttime, daytime, morning time, breakfast time, whatever. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As they say, be good or be good at it. We'll catch back up with you in the AM. Y'all be good until then. Bye-bye for now.